Hey Revival Tabernacle and New City Church. Today's text comes from Matthew 14:24 through 33. We are transported into this incredible story where the disciples are told to go ahead of Jesus in their boat to the other side when all of a sudden a boat-rocking, life-changing storm breaks out. Verse 24 says, "But the boat by this time was beaten by the waves, for the wind was against them." I want to stop right there. I'm aware that as you watch this video, there may be many of you who feel like that boat, beaten by the waves and the wind of your current situation. You might know what it feels like to have to hold on for dear life while you are rocked by a tumultuous storm. I'd like to encourage you today. You see, God told them to get into the boat, knowing full well this storm was approaching, and He had a plan to meet them in their situation, just like He wants to meet you today. He began to walk towards the disciples on that same water. And what happens next is interesting. Verse 25 says, "When the disciples saw Him walking on the sea, they were terrified and said, 'It's a ghost,' and cried out in fear." Can you relate? In the midst of uncertainty, it is so easy for us to let fear tell the narrative and not recognize that Jesus is actually moving in our situation. But what is He doing? The story goes on. Peter says to Jesus, "If it's really you, command me to come to you on the water." And Jesus says, "Come." Long story short, they walk together on that water back to the boat. The storm ceases, and the disciples, having witnessed this great event, say, "Truly, you are the Son of God." There is so much to be grasped from this story. But here's my encouragement to you today. God wants to use whatever season of life we are in to reveal more of Himself to us. If He allowed it, He has a plan. Whether that's at the crossroads of a big decision, a life change, or maybe for you, it is a big storm. Don't let your situation trick you into thinking you're in a hopeless one. He is reminding us today, the waters you fear, I walk on. And after witnessing Jesus walk on water, those in the boat had a revelation that caused them to say, "Truly, you are the Son of God." So I ask you today, what is the revelation He wants to bring forth out of your situation? Maybe finances are shaky and it's truly, "You are my provider." Or you feel lonely and it's truly, "You are my friend and ever-present help. Truly, you will not forsake me." Or maybe you stumbled on this video and it is admitting, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Whatever revelation we are to gain, I promise you, after seeing Him move, you will never be the same. Go ahead and ask Him what He's trying to reveal to you so that, like Peter, you can respond to His call. If you're having trouble saying yes to Him, it's time to learn more about Him. And learning that Jesus could walk on water, Peter began to believe the impossible was possible. And listen to this. Peter was the one who walked on water, but those in the boat gained the same revelation. Don't forget to share your testimony with the saints so we can remind each other of Jesus' words. Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid.